Dearly beloved, we are gathered to join these three couples, Audrey and Eddie Bellini, Elizabeth and Mike Dooley, and Sarah and Steve Siegel, in holy matrimony. Wilt thou, Eddie, Steve, and Michael, take Audrey, Sarah, and Elizabeth to be thy wedded wives?
Possibly. What is your best deal?
Wilt thou love them, comfort them, honor them,
Take crap from them?
and wilt thou keep them?
As opposed to throwing them back?
Enough! I think these boys are too stupid for marriage.
Babe, it's just a recorded rehearsal.
We won't joke around at the real
If
ceremony.
there is a real ceremony, it's a joke to you guys.
My career was writing jokes, which also brightened my lifetime sentence marriage.
Our marriage was a lifetime sentence?
Yes, a total delight. Seriously, I'm not serious.
Hey, remember when we first met, when you admired us for our bodies?
Yeah.
When we were the softball kings of Malibu? From Bellini
To Dooley?
To Siegel, we started dating together, we got married together, and now we're going to remarry together. Pretty please.
Should we give them one more chance?
Don't we always? Okay, so our remarriage will be a week from Sunday here at the Ramada and with a real minister.
With a real booze bar, I'd kill for a Bloody Mary. In fact, I think I'll order one.
Mike, it's 11 a.m. Way too early for a drink.
Bloody Marys are drinks. They're a major food group.
We'll make it a bloodless Mary. Okay, time for us ladies to get to our exercise class.
Oh, you're not ladies, you're girls, just like when we met.
I bet you still get carded at liquor stores.
No, please.
If we weren't married, I'd say you were 30.
If we weren't married, I'd look 30.
Please, stay younger. She keeps us from feeling oldish.
Steve's right. Let's all pledge to never let each other feel old.
Great, and we can handle that because we're experts.
At what?
What else? Kind lies and tactful bullshit. That's what good friends tell you. Kind lies and tactful bullshit. So what if it ain't true?
Kind lies and tactful bullshit. We lay it on real thick and pile it even higher if one of us is sick.
Big deal, you're raging, your life can still be fun when someone tells you
What are you, 41?
lies and tactful bullshit won't keep your wrinkles hid, but lies and tactful bullshit make you feel like a kid.
You look foxy.
You look smashing. Ask for 40 in a snack.
You're so boyish.
You're so girlish.
Have you ever heard such crap? We have a finite lifespan, but we don't give up hope. Kind lies and tactful bullshit help all of us to cope. Why be so honest? Your name's not Washington. George lied to Martha, and I hear she weighed a ton. Kind lies and tactful bullshit keep egos out of shock, 'cause truth can get real scary, like lifting up a rock. We've all had better days, dear, and better nights as well. But life can be a pleasure if we don't make it a hell.
How you flatter.
Doesn't matter.
I believe it.
Every bit.
Don't be truthful.
Say I'm youthful.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
Oh, boy, am I beat. I exercised my ass
Well,
off.
please don't do that again. I love your ass. Where the hell is the... Where's the on-offer thing for the TV?
The remote. It's in your pocket.
Oh, either that or I'm awfully glad to see you.
Boy, that joke is way too old even for you.
Well, that's why I'm an ex-comedy writer, because I have an alter-cocker brain that forgets everything.
Right. Old brains need exercise. You should do crossword puzzles like I do. It would cut down on your go-backs.
What the hell are go-backs?
You know, when you drive away from home in your car and then have to go back for what you forgot. How many have you had today?
3. Do I have a limit?
I'll let you know when I've lost my mind.
Oh, by the way, Danny's wife called, wants to talk to you about our granddaughter.
By Danny's wife, you mean our daughter-in-law Glenda?
Of course I mean Glenda.
Our granddaughter is our adorable little Emily.
Absolutely. Emily, Glenda, the names just don't leap out.
Honey, it would be so easy if you just used that logical link method they developed at Yale. Visualize a crazy image of your daughter-in-law Glenda. She's wrapped from head to toe in Glen plaid, and you'll think Glenda, visualize little Emily in the shape of an M and do this, and you'll think Emily. Try it.
All right, here's my adorable little granddaughter, Emily, and my daughter-in-law. I see her wrapped in a kilt and Scotch plaid. Got it, plaid now. Just kidding, Glenda.
Keep doing it. It works.
All right, Emily, Glenda, perfect. Thank you.
Sarah.
Just kidding. This is the fucking thing. I may not have Alzheimer's, but I sure as hell have sometimers. Bye bye, old brain. It seems that you've gone south, and I can't trust my mouth to say a single thought the way my teachers taught I ought. Bye bye, old brain. Your pilot isn't lit. You can't remember shit. You were the witty sort, but now your think tank's down a court. I used to give a speech without notes, remember verbatim very long quotes, do mathematics in my head, retain each word my good wife said. But that's history past tense, before reason jumped the fence. Bye bye, old brain. You used to be the best, but now you've earned a rest. So I will set you free to go veg out and watch TV. I bid a fond farewell to each forgetful little cell. Cheerio, adios, adieu, aloha, ciao, good day. Or as the Germans say, auf. Auf. Auf.
Wiedersehen.
Well, I knew it wasn't shalom. Bye bye, so long, old brain.
Daddy, could you come in here a minute? Let's talk.
Let's talk. Okay, what did I fuck up this time?
Well, you tell me. What's this charge for $10?
Oh, simple. I bought a six-pack of that classy Italian beer Moretti. My way of thumbing my nose and getting dumped from my job.
You were retired, not dumped, and we can survive off your retirement funds if you'll belch Budweiser, not Moretti.
40 years a top Ferrari mechanic, and now I'm Mike Dooley's slave.
You're not Mike's slave. You're his handyman.
I'll be real, I'm his slave. I'm doing dumb jobs and listening to his bullshit. The worst thing to put up with is all his talks about his trips to Italy. You know where Dad grew up? I'd give my left nut to go there.
I'll handle your nuts. Someday we'll go to Italy. And don't put up with Mike for making fun of you for not going to college.
It ain't easy. He's constantly telling me how to pronounce words and what they mean. I mean, the guy shows me no respectfulness.
Maybe you should tell him how obnoxious he is.
Are you kidding? He's my best friend, the Cafone.
You call your best friend dickhead?
I like to be accurate. Listen, we need to discuss our anniversary gifts, you know, since our ready cash ain't so ready since I got fired.
You were not fired. You were downsized.
Downsized to Budweiser, so why don't I gift you with this cute little blouse I saw?
Ugh, fine. Meanwhile, let's save your pride and share a Moretti.
Happy anniversary! Hey, remember when we first met? I spent big money on you, you know, for flowers and jewels, ritzy restaurants, trips to Vegas, and now we're forced to be sensible. What happened to us?
We got married.
Hey, you finished?
Yeah, all done with Liz's bath. I put the safety grab bar by her toilet so she won't fall. You want a grab bar by yours too?
That's a great idea. That way, if I fall and break my back or my front, I won't be able to use Viagra. You do great work.
Hey, not bad for a guy who just got dumped.
Oh, I'll bet you got disconsolate.
No, I got fired. You know, my boss used to call me his right hand. This time all I got was the one finger. Replaced by a teenage computer nerd.
Well, you do good work for me. Here's for last week.
Oh, grazie.
Prego. Look, we all get dumped eventually. It even happened to me, the top executive. Now, don't worry, you'll find another job, and when you do this time, protect yourself. From day one, save up your fuck you money.
My what?
When you're a hired hand, you are swamped in quicksand. Unless your future is very well planned, put 10% away each and every payday in a good mutual fund, and one day you will proudly say, I got fuck you money. It's milk and honey. It makes a cloudy day so bright and sunny. It offers the best retort. It lets you smile and say, hey, eat my shorts.
I got it. I heard when Caruso got canned, you know, when his voice came out, he didn't care because he had plenty of fafaculera. Careers for tenors are very temporary. Without a nest egg, it can get real scary. Caruso got rich singing at La Scala. But when his voice gave out, he didn't even holler. He had a fuck you money and a big blonde honey. He liked the way she cooked his macaroni. His retirement was such a gas. He told the opera world, you kiss my ass. Oh, fuck you, money. It's milk and honey. It makes a cloudy day so bright and sunny. It offers the best of cures. It lets you smile and say, hey, boss, I'm yours.
Hey, you pro fixer-upper, you. Hey, I saw those safety bars you installed in my bath. I love them.
Handyman to the star. She can put him up in my bath next week, okay?
Yeah, sure. See you next week, Caffone.
There's that word again. Caffone. What's it mean?
It means good buddy. Use it on your next trip to Italy.
Thanks, I will.
Oh, sweetheart, wait till I tell you about my day. The museum board raved about my Fabergé eggs exhibit.
I know about Fabergé, but what's with the eggs?
You don't know about Fabergé's famous ceramic eggs. Rare treasures collected by Russian czars and czarinas.
Of course I know. I was just egging you on.
Tain't funny, McGee. Here, I'll quote a few raves I got. Supremely creative. It made our hearts sing. The best exhibit this year. The run's limited. When do I schedule your museum visit?
It's tough. My schedule's a bitch. Our stocks need a lot of attention.
And of course, my work doesn't need any attention at all.
Oh, don't get mad. If you care that much, I'll make it important.
If you have to make it important, forget it.
Listen, I'm under a lot of tension lately. I hate retirement. No more corner office, no secretary, no future. Where did the time go?
Where did the time go? Old people say that.
No, old people say, "Tain't funny, McGee." Time for my first splash of the day.
It's at least your second splash, before 5 o'clock. You know, if you don't want me to smell your liquor, dry your glass.
Check your Bible. You don't need absolution to drink absolute. Especially if you're Irish.
Only you would blame Ireland for your sipping. More and more every day.
Oh, you exaggerate.
And ye are shortening ye's life. Drinking, smoking, eating nothing but fat, not lifting a finger to exercise.
Not true. Finger drop and give me 20. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you don't listen to a thing I say.
Huh? Oh, just kidding. What'll make you happy, girl?
You trying for one day to limit your drinking to 1 glass of wine with dinner.
Okay, we'll have a nice big salad with sprouts.
You mean it?
Oh, I'm feeling healthier already.
What are you doing? What?
Nothing.
Nothing? You're holding a little blue pill.
Not anymore.
Viagra again. The vodka chaser. You have no idea what that stuff will do to you.
Oh, you want to bet it'll bring me to attention?
Loss of vision, heart attack, stroke. Come on, who needs Viagra? We're doing fine.
Pointing south.
Being sensible.
When I look at you, I don't want to be sensible.
Well, be realistic. Our hormones no longer rage. Or even twitch.
They will in 30 minutes.
Isn't it time we called it a day that way? Michael, can't we agree to set ourselves free from
Sex.
I was gonna say stress. We had our share, you'll have to admit of it. Michael, the record will show I never said no.
Ah, yes. That's in the past.
Can't we admit that nowadays lust's a bust? Face it, time marches on and urges just fade away. My passion is ashen, your gander's been cooked. Let's find our climaxes inside a good book. Isn't it time we called it a day that way?
Now's not the time to call it a day, no way. Baby, I can't give up, I feel like a pup. A scientist proved that man's basic urges merge. Baby,
He meant procreate at this tardy date, that's tough.
I'll never admit that loves in the past have masked. Baby, we're talking life force, now that life is passé. I'm still feeling lucky, you're still my prize.
Not when you need pills to make your fortunes rise.
Now's not the time to call it a day.
I can't see any other way.
Now's
Isn't
not
it
the
time we called it a day that
Memories, sir.
Who's gonna have to? Do you really want to have sex when you know that I don't?
Silly girl.
I can't make love when I see you destroying yourself. If I say yes, I'm enabling you.
Enabling me. Suddenly your lady psychologist is in the room.
This is not psychobabble.
Oh, what do they call it now? Shrink wrap.
Good line. That and a swallowed Viagra pill almost changed my mind. Almost.
That's all I get is a nose job.
Eddie? Eddie, you fixed the electricity! Brilliant!
Well, I guess that handles it.
Oh, you electric genius, you. Let there be light.
Hey, to be honest, I hate fix-it jobs, but you're such a sweet, unselfish person.
Oh, I'm flattered. Why do you say that?
I mean, you run the Red Cross blood donations. That's why I let you stick me. I mean, I'm a scared sissy, but I manned up and I gritted everything, and I hardly felt it. I mean, you were an angel with that needle.
Yeah, you're pretty good. But you have a perfect antecubital vein. Look, here. It kind of just pops up from among your muscles, and then you can follow it.
Oh, yeah. Not only an angel with that needle, you look like one, too.
Oh, Eddie, you're so sweet. Oh my God, what are we doing? Audrey's my best friend.
I would stop a bullet for Steve.
Oh, good. I am so glad we agreed.
But
Oh, no. It's wrong.
No, that's just wrong. It's very wrong.
Very wrong.
But
Hello?
Hi, honey.
Steve, aren't you at the doctor's?
I left the doctor. Now, don't get angry with me, please.
Why would I? Where are you?
I'm in the medical building garage. Can't find my car. Huge garage, huge. I haven't been looking too long, less than 2 hours.
Are you fucking crazy? How are you fucking getting home if you can't find your fucking Volvo?
I'll find it, I promise. Right now I need you to call Dr. Mendelson, myologist doctor.
You mean urologist?
That's what I said, myologist. My Medicare card is in my car, which I can't find, so please call him with my Medicare number.
No problem, I have a list of all of your numbers in the kitchen.
Good, and I made a small bet with Dr. Mendelson on the Dodger game. Let me know if the Dodgers won. Don't hate me, honey. I'll find my car, I hope. Bye.
Bye. Oh, God. Oh, God. You looked down and saw our sin. No, it wasn't a sin. Not a real sin. It was only a moral hiccup. Where was I going? Kitchen. Kitchen is that way. Fine. Kitchen. Why? It's too late for breakfast. Too early for lunch. What am I doing in this room? His touch was as soft as cashmere. Boy, was I stupid, tempted by Cupid, while wearing my oldest brassiere.
Where did I park my damn car? Maybe it drove off and hid. My Volvo is smiling while I'm here senile. How low the once mighty has slid.
Let's not panic or get frantic or manic.
Here's a warning we both have to hear.
Except what our age is, our brain has less pages, and now it's a pain in the rear. Come on, man, spark.
Think, stupid. Where did you park?
Was I in here to fix a meal?
Have I become a dumb schlemiel?
His touch made me feel so
I
alive.
parked on level 3, 4, no, 5.
What am I doing in this room? I can't be the one who forgets. That's my husband's forte. If I go that way, we'll be known as the spaced out cadets.
Where did you park your damn car? Remember the color is blue. If you can't find your coupe, you dumb nincompoop. You'll be known as the Wandering Jew.
This made a start of who knows what.
Am I there already, a confused old nut?
Will I only remember the years I was young?
Will my jokes fall flat on the tip of my tongue?
Will I repeat every word that I say?
Will I repeat every word that I say? Will I repeat every word that I say? Nah. Though it gave me a start.
I'm still fucking smart.
All I had was a little brain fart.
Hello? Oh yes, Dr. Mendelson's office. My husband's Medicare number. That's why I was in the kitchen. Here we are. 6KF3J60X084. Oh, what? You say the Dodgers did win? Steve said to ask you. Oh yes, I'll tell him. I'm sure I'll remember. Yes, goodbye. Hello?
Hi, it's Eddie. Can we talk?
Oh, Eddie, no, we can't. We absolutely should.
No, we have to.
Why?
I called Steve.
Are you fucking crazy?
I called Steve and I asked him to play softball, but then he told me he couldn't find his car, so I called the garage boss and told him about Steve's blue Volvo. He found Steve and the car in minutes.
That's fantastic.
He's on his way home.
Great. You didn't tell him about us?
There is no
Oh,
us.
thank God. Oh, hey, that's Steve calling. Hang on. Honey, you found your car. I mean, did you find your car?
Yeah, Eddie called to play softball and solve my problem. I'll be home soon, but did you give Dr. Mendelson my Medicare number?
I did. Let me get rid of the Red Cross. I'll be right back. Hang on. That was Steve on the phone. What you did for him was fantastic. You're not only an electric genius, you're also a wonderful human being.
Yeah, I guess I am kinda, but let's just both realize we're history.
Ancient history, and it only lasted 14 seconds. I gotta go. My true love is on hold. Honey, What a wonderful day. You found your car.
Yeah, thanks to my wonderful pal Eddie. I'm in the driveway now, but I gotta know, did the Dodgers win?
Oh, they said the Dodgers did win. But what's the big deal? This is winter. Isn't baseball in the summer?
Yes, but today turned out to be funny, sunny, and healthy.
Oh, great. So, what's this Dodger bullshit about?
It's about my prostate. I had a serious test and told the doctor to say the Dodgers won if my prostate was cancer-free. And I'm free, 110%.
Oh, thank God. You are a genius. What, you didn't want me to hear the awful news in case it was god-awful. Don't you know anything that shortens your life shortens mine? Thank you for being brilliant.
Brilliant and sneaky.
I love both, and it means you're trying to protect me from the Spilkes.
What are the Spilkes?
Why did I marry a Jew who skipped Hebrew school? The Spilkes are heartaches caused by Taurus.
What the hell are Taurus? Just kidding, I know from Taurus. It's a pain in the prostate.
I hereby give your brain an A+, even if you couldn't find your fucking blue Volvo. But now I have a confession. I have to admit to some equal forgetfulness. I didn't call the doctor about your Medicare number or ask about the Dodgers. They called me.
So you're human. You're not a spring chicken. Aging memory doesn't make you dumb.
Want to retire to our bedroom and celebrate our brains?
Let's have a night to remember.
Forever.
Thank God. No matter what happens to our brains, we know what to do in this room.
Eddie feels just plain punk about himself because he's on unemployment. He has to do fix-it jobs.
Oh, that's silly. Eddie should be proud of his electrical prowess. He really lit me up in my bedroom. I mean, he lit up he fixed the electricity.
Liz, how are you doing with your problem half?
Okay, considering I was threatened with Viagra last night.
Oh, me too. Eddie's always ready. Well, he's ready
After 30 minutes.
We play Scrabble while we wait.
Why do they think Viagra is the miracle drug?
Because they weren't listening when we tried to teach them the 3 easy answers to make us happy. Location, location, location.
They would not need pills if they took better care of themselves.
I tried to get Eddie to exercise, but it's impossible.
I tried to get Mike to eat sensibly.
Ha! We do it, why can't they?
Well, they don't have our stamina, our character, or our courage.
It sure takes courage every time I spot a new wrinkle or notice how my hair's so thin I'm afraid to walk into a room with overhead lighting.
When we have to spend hours moisturizing, revitalizing, and endless exercising.
And for what?
For what? It keeps us in great shape.
I wish. Here's something depressing. I snuck a peek at the anniversary gift Eddie got me. A blouse.
How lovely.
A silk blouse.
Oh, great, a blouse.
It looks like a blouse, it feels like a blouse, but it's not a blouse. It's a sleeveless blouse.
Heartless bastard.
Add the word sadist.
Don't blame him. Guys are oblivious to our most basic problems. Ugh. But how could it happen to me? Upper arms, how could you? Upper arms, why would you? Shake and make me want to shriek. Can't you see I'm snapping? Won't you please stop flapping? Don't you know it's so unchic? Upper arms, I look young, till they see I'm well hung. You're the scourge I can't deny. You dangle like 2 beanbags. You belong on old hags, not an ingenue like I. The crazy lengths we go to just to hide these shameful blights. They wiggle and they jiggle like gelatinous stalactites. I posture like a model. My toeless needs a throttle, or rub my arms like they both itch. And buying clothes is fun too. I dress myself as nuns do. Believe me, folks, this is a bitch. You two would be hurtin' if your arms look like a curtain when you raise them to the sky. No wonder I'm a muddle. They're twisting soft like butter with muscle tone of custard pie. If I don't face the gruesome fact that these are here to stay, they'll fit me with a straitjacket.
Hey,
You'll just firm up for me, but you won't deliver, so we'll fetch and quiver, bouncing, 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 bouncing through eternity.
Every time we play cards here at your club, I lose. Don't tell Audrey. She's got an opinion about every single thing I do these days.
Dinner with Sarah, our used to be sweet little wives, have gotten real pushy.
They're pushy because we're pussies. Damn it, gentlemen, we've got to take charge of our lives again. Now listen, since we're redoing our wedding vows, what do you say we have a bachelor party in Las Vegas?
Oh, I love it. I love
Great,
it.
great. Let's run it by the girls.
We need their permission?
No, we'll just check it with them, have a meeting of the minds. Of course we need their permission.
Why all of a sudden? What's changed?
Everything. It's a dance. They want us to lead, but they say when to glide, when to dip.
It's like a tango.
Yeah.
Eyeball to eyeball power struggle.
Yeah, that's how Argentina got so fucked up. I mean, when Evita and Juan Perón started their tango, he was a big, powerful boss, and she was a little blonde floozy. 10 years later, he's under house arrest, and she's got her own Broadway musical.
They got the power now. We're the ones whining and complaining.
Because they're running the show like we used to.
Exactly. What's happening here is very strange. Our marriages are going through the change. When did she become me? When did I become her?
When did we make the switch? It's all kind of a blur.
Am I suddenly frail?
Is she suddenly male?
It's the role reversal tango. I was always in charge.
She was sweet and serene.
Now I listen a lot while she's venting her spleen.
I act macho, although my testosterone's low.
It's the role reversal tango. When we were young, I was the big fish, the boss, the family leader. But now she runs the checkbook and I'm only a bottom feeder. When did she become me?
Her latest thing, she wants to drive my car while I'm in it. Notice a few freeway exits and I don't turn my clicker off fast enough. Who can hear the damn thing?
This glows because now I spend more time with the John than she does.
Below the belt.
Sure, she can make fun. She doesn't have a prostrate prostate.
That's easy for you to say.
It's the role reversal tango. When did I become her? When did she become me? She pumps iron at the gym. I watch soaps on TV. She displays muscle tone while I lay soft and prone. It's the role reversal tango.
I have a confession. Yesterday, I picked up Sarah's Oprah magazine. I couldn't put it down. Did you know you can have your lips injected with something called collagen and they get voluptuous and sexy?
No!
Yes!
Girls, I mean guys, I've been thinking about our gin game. Would you mind switching to Mahjong?
We thought you'd never ask. When did they become us? When did we become them? When did she become me? When did I become her? I'm a son of a bitch! When did they pull the switch? It's too late now to run.
The beginning has begun.
It's the start of a grim fandango.
It's the role reversal tango.
Cha-cha-cha. So, we guys were talking about our wonderful wives.
And how we love your idea, about renewing our vows.
So we thought, what would be more natural than if you girls have a wedding shower and us guys have a bachelor party?
A shower might be fun. We girls could have it here, and you could have your bachelor party at Eddie's or Steve's.
Good suggestion, but we've already picked a place.
You have? Where?
Caesar's
Palace.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas!
Hey,
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 so?
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 Who says guys can't communicate?
Alright, I guess we better talk. Right, well, Audrey reminded me about our last bachelor party in Vegas, and I lost so much dough we had to switch our honeymoon from Sicily to Sherman Oaks. So I got a pass.
Liz reminded me her museum thing is opening that night. My place is at her side or else.
Yeah, well, Sarah reminded me that our granddaughter, little Emily, is having grandparents' day at her school.
So much for the party. What's left to say?
Only 2 words. The first one is pussy, and the other is
Wit. Listen, don't give up, guys. We deserve this party, and we need it. We're going. Just watch.
Hello.
Hi, honey. Listen, I really wanted to be with you tomorrow night, but it's too late to cancel our flight. So as soon as we get back, I'll catch your museum thing, okay?
My museum thing can wait. Sure.
Is that a have fun sure or a you'll pay for this sure?
What do you think?
I think I'll be doing great research in Las Vegas for our second honeymoon.
Michael, it's completely your decision. Goodbye.
No, no problem. She totally understands.
I can't wait to get back to Las Vegas! I've been dreaming about taking a stroll down the strip and seeing all those big, beautiful neon signs!
Oh, I thought you were going to say those big, beautiful, all-you-can-eat buffets.
Mac and cheese with bacon!
Win or lose, fellas, the important thing is we'll be in Las Vegas, the promised land. And as they promised, what happens in Vegas?
Stays in Vegas!
I got to get lucky in Vegas. You know at the moment you land, the rainbows of light that explode in the night are outrageous. Our toes will start to tap and we won't need a nap. So how did you manage to convince Audrey?
I said, Audrey, what's wrong with me going to Vegas with my pals? And she said,
What's wrong? You're the biggest loser in the history of gambling. If you drop more than $50, you are sliced prosciutto.
and I said, that's a cold cut. A guy could get lucky in Vegas. Las Vegas is my kind of town. It's got joy de vivre.
That's pronounced joie de vivre.
It's contagious. I really want to go. Big deal, I blow some dough.
Now, what did Liz say?
Oh, not much. She was phlegmatic about it. That means
Who gives a shit?
that's what it means.
Hallelujah, Saints Frankie.
Sammy.
And Dean.
Hallelujah. And we're going to sing a hymn.
To him and him and him.
Hallelujah. A guy could get lucky in Vegas. The Rat Pack is our trinity. We'll kneel at the shrine of the cool and divine.
Like Frankie, Sam, and Dean, Alexa, Lee, and me.
Our batteries will charge, our egos will enlarge.
We'll bring back gifts and toys and be such good bad boys.
In Vegas, all healing Vegas. It's so outrageous. We'll be in Vegas and me. A guy could get lucky.
No.
Screw Vegas, I'm calling 911.
Oh dear.
Well, you really gave us a scare, big fella.
Yeah, the doc said you were having Angelina pains.
I'll be fine. I just wish it never happened. I had phone.
Sure, there you go.
Now listen, it was our idea, okay, for the girls not to go. Okay, I don't want to give Liz any more ammunition. Oh, what are you guys going through, nurses?
Just be sensible, okay? Promise us you'll see a cardiologist.
Cardiologist, why? He knows how to play cards.
The night trick they gave me brought me right around. Just sorry I ruined our bachelor.
Hey, don't be sorry. I saved a boatload of dough by not making it to the tables.
Well, we'll save the trip to Vegas as a future possibility. The important thing is, it'll be our idea alone, only us, right?
Right.
Right.
Hallelujah!
I love Jerks, with the S joining your word elfish makes selfish. With triple word score, I get 69 points.
Oh, and it's so good using words that describe our husbands.
Can you believe they are putting their Las Vegas trip on hold?
To do later?
Whenever they choose.
Not gonna happen.
So, what do we have in our arsenal?
The silent treatment?
Bread and water.
Revenge shopping. No.
Their arsenal of aggravation is much more potent than ours.
Ugh, you said it. They are at home all day long.
In my bathroom, in my kitchen, in my face.
Ugh,
How come we never had these problems before?
they were working.
A guy's character flaws are so well hidden when he's employed.
We blew it. All we had to do was send out 3 certified letters. Dear Mr. Chief Executive Officer, Euro Motors,
Universal Studios.
Procter & Gamble.
it has come to my attention that you are planning to downsize
Fire.
Retire.
my husband. In connection with this termination of employment, I have one simple request.
Don't.
Please don't. I have a much better idea. Keep him on your payroll without any pay. Make him an advisor without any say. Let him take a coffee break 8 hours a day. But don't send him home, please. Have him do some research that's never quite through.
Send him on a business trip to far Timbuktu.
Be his babysitter, baby, I will pay you. But don't send him home.
Please! While he was building his important career, I was doing the grunt work. But now I'm out and over and my ass is in gear when nursing him's one thing that won't work.
Seat him in a boardroom and let him just stare.
Stock him in a warehouse on his dairy air.
Let him play in traffic, keep him out of my hair.
Give me a P!
Give me an L.
Give me an E.
A-S-E!
Please. Please. Have your board extended.
Mutilate or bend him.
But find a way to make him stay, cause you'll be in his shoes someday, and then your wife will rudely say, don't dump that lump in my foyer. Don't send him, being never so humble. Don't send him home, please.
The weekly gin game is a commitment, gentlemen, and you are late as hell.
Forgive us, we were shopping with our brides.
Brides.
And Sarah drove my car with me in it. Very relaxing. She took me to a hearing aid store. You wouldn't believe the sounds I haven't been hearing. Next, we went to a pet store where I got an old canary.
An old canary.
Yeah, I want someone I stand a chance of outliving.
Audrey and me with the Bed Bath and Beyond to buy dust ruffles. But enough small talk. Let's discuss your shitty marriage.
What?
Mike, we all know you and Liz aren't getting along. That's why our beautiful brides asked us to talk to you.
Again with the brides. What's happened to you, Whips?
Last night happened. You won't believe how Audrey seduced me out of her own violation. And all I gotta say is, bada bing.
Yeah, same with Sarah. Bada boom. Well, the Viagra helped with the bada and also the boom.
You were manipulated.
That too.
Can't you see they use sex to get their own way? The oldest female trick.
Oh, thank God they remembered it. Can't you see that Liz is trying to save your health?
My health is fine, like a bull.
Yeah, a bull who had an Angelina attack and his wife wants to leave him.
Says who?
Hey, you know it's true. Look, I've had some thoughts.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Hey, come on, for once listen to your pals. You know, why, try being extra nice to Liz. You'll find out she's loaded with wifely compassion.
Wifely compassion. Oxymoron.
Hey, I might be a moron sometimes, but I'm never oxy.
Mike, the point is, what good's the Viagra if you got nobody to play with? The enemy isn't our wives, it's the calendar. Face it, we've got age rage. That's why we're cranky.
Who's cranky?
Everybody who was born before 1960. Just ask yourself, Why am I grouchy and feeling harassed? My mind's working slow, but my temper is fast. I'm not half the man that I was in the past. Getting old pisses me off.
Why do my efforts so often fall flat? I'm fed up with oat milk. I want butter fat. My wife has me eating like Jack fucking Sprat. Getting old pisses me off.
When you're young, your mood is high, 'cause you think you'll never die. Then one day a small bell rings, and you lose your favorite thing.
Like your wallet.
Or your keys.
Well, you start to fart when you sneeze.
Lots of surprises when you're over the hill. For every ailment, a big ugly pill. Then colonoscopies, the ultimate thrill. Getting old pisses me.
You know what pisses me off? I can't sit through a whole movie without having to get up during the best part. Excuse me, pardon me, pissing pisses me off.
You know what pisses me off? The fears that come with sex now. Before you do it, wondering if you'll get it up. After you do it, wondering if you'll get up.
Well, you know what I hate? I hate those scary OMA words, you know, like carcinoma, lymphoma, glaucoma. I'm even starting to hate Oklahoma.
You know what pisses me off? My best friend's insinuating that my wife wants to leave. What pisses me off even more is they might be right.
Use that anger, there's your clue. Fight back when they say you're through. When you hear that starting bell, come out swinging, give 'em hell.
Make my wife wet because I'm in denial. Grouchy and thoughtless for many a mile. So that's gonna change now. I'll learn how to smile. Getting old pisses me. It insults and dismisses me.
As the kids would say, it disses me.
It makes a nemesis of me.
It galls me, pitfalls me, and in the end deballs me.
Getting old.
Getting old.
Getting old.
Pisses me off. Way off.
We are impossible to live with. And that thought prompted me to write a little how-to manual on living with a woman. Lesson 1, how to listen to your wife.
Who needs lessons? That's all we ever do.
Oh, we hear them, but we don't really listen to their problems. From now on, no matter what they say, you really got to listen.
Well, I admit I get curious when I see Liz's lips move. Come on, guys, let's play some gin.
Oh, not me. I cooled it on gambling. I go to the library instead. Audrey gave me a list of novels to work through. See ya.
The library. I never should have taught him how to read.
Well, that's just as well. I got some prepping to do for my job interview.
Job interview? What
Yeah.
kind of job?
Well, I'll tell you if I get it. Sarah thinks it'll improve my brain and slow down my aging. Pray for me.
Pray for you. I'm the one that needs a prayer. Liz, I'm praying that between us we can melt the ice.
I love your blouse.
Oh, thanks. My Eddie got it for me. He has changed so much for the better lately, and he's got a real tiger in his tank, if you know what I mean.
You're no longer a virgin.
Suddenly he idolizes me, says I'm uncomplicated, I don't worry things to death like I used to.
Oh, Steve's a bit of a raging bull too. Last night we only waited 28 minutes.
Oh.
Wonder if it's better for Mike and Liz.
Well, it certainly is for us. My husband's trying, he's really trying. When in the past he grunt and stare, last night he helped me with my chair.
My husband listens to what I'm saying. He actually smiles and nods his head. I think he heard the words I said.
It's like a bolt of lightning hit him where he lives. Instead of taking, now he gives. My husband's trying, he's really trying. He washed the dishes after lunch and brought me flowers in a bunch and takes me shopping until he's dropping. In fact, he sticks to me like glue. We're taking tango lessons too. It proves a miracle of passion always wins. Instead of grumbling grumbling, grumbling, grumbling. Now he grins, grins, grins. My husband's trying. He's really trying.
He is giving all that he has got, and he is giving me a lot.
My husband's fixing.
Well, mine is mixing. He even learned to chop wood. He's like the little train that could. He's just a red
Hot love and hunk of domestic bliss. And if he keeps it up, he's gonna get a big kiss. My husband's stepping,
slapping,
huffing.
puffing. My husband's just the sweetest little stud muffin.
My husband's trying, and he's one loving guy, my man.
What happened to our love song? The one that got away. A sweet and simple love song of starry nights and sunny days. The men who write those silly tunes of you love me and I love you don't know from marriages that go on. Giving up on love songs, those flowery words are false. Like love can last forever, it's just one long romantic waltz. And phrases like we'll never part, and it was true love from the start, may rhyme well, but they don't last through time. You've also learned from love songs what's missing that you had. The way I once adored him, remembering just makes me sad. And now the part I can't believe, our song is done. I have to leave. Farewell, dear. Loving you was swell, dear. What happened to my love song? It lied.
So you got your new job. Details, please.
Yes, well, I'll be teaching at USC. Yeah, USC. For years, my good friend Walter Wallenstein has been after me to teach TV writing. And for a long time, I thought I couldn't cut it. But then after I taught Eddie how to use a computer and I saw that proud grin on his face, I thought, well, teaching just might be for me.
Wait till I tell my mom I'm married to a fucking professor.
I also came up with a way to end go backs forever. I call it my go vest young man method.
Steve, it's your fishing vest.
By you, it's a fishing vest. By me, it's a brain. Left vest, my adult side, where I keep car keys and bank deposits. Right vest, my child side, where I keep credit cards and Oreos.
Welcome back.
What?
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to your brain. Hello, old brain. Come in and stay a while.
Sit down and share a smile. You're looking in the pink and back in working shape, I think.
Hello, old brain. You've got your second wind, and now you're disciplined.
You have what I call spine. With careful handling, you'll be fine. I still can't give a speech without notes. Remember verbatim, very long quotes. Recall it all if I brush teeth, or keep track of the times I peeth, 'cause that takes a younger head.
Who gives a whit? You've got wisdom instead.
Hello, old brain.
You may have lost some clout, but good thoughts won't leak out. Because you love the grain and you're as good as gold again. Hello,
Hello, old brain.
Hi, Liz, honey. Liz, I'm home. Hi, what's going on?
Well, lad, I'm going to San Francisco for the weekend. I left a note. I have to get away.
What are you nuts? Our renewal is tomorrow.
Our renewal is a joke.
No, it's not. Listen, I think it's time we have that talk you've wanted to have for 35 years.
Won't change anything.
Please, a quick listen.
Very quick. 5 minutes.
I'll take it. That trip to Vegas that didn't happen, it didn't because suddenly, when we were about to leave, I had a slight, hardly worth mentioning angina pain.
Oh my God.
It went away after I took a little pill.
Nitroglycerin, you idiot.
Oh, calm down. It wasn't that serious.
Chest pains are always serious. They're warnings. But if you want to kill yourself, be my guest.
Will you cry at my funeral?
Buckets.
Well, no tears necessary. I went to the cardiologist.
I don't believe it.
My treadmill test said I'm out of shape, but no pains. I can even keep playing softball if I keep the nitro handy, and if I quit smoking, and if I take cholesterol pills.
Those ifs will kill me.
Liz, there's more. It's about my termination at Procter & Gamble. It was my drinking. My last year there was one big happy hour, and I was fired. I was ashamed to tell you.
I figured that.
So why didn't you confront me?
You were going through enough pain at the time.
So you lived with yours.
Yeah. It's my bad habit. I'm an enabler. I didn't know how to help you. I didn't know how to help myself. But now I do. Dr. Barnes helped me see that I have to detach with love and leave you. I've gotta go.
Liz, I just came from the art museum.
You did?
The displays of Fabergé jewelry and the portraits of Nicholas and Alexandra. I can't believe how you designed it and lit it up. You even did the narration. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Look, I don't have the nerve to ask you to forgive me again, but could you do me just one tiny favor?
How tiny?
Allow me to reintroduce myself to you.
Michael, after all
Hi,
these
I'm
years-
Mike Dooley. You are the prettiest girl on the Tulane campus. This would be my great pleasure to have you meet the new me. I'm the much improved new model, whom you'll love to squeeze and coddle. Hell of a guy who's got a chance of me just to my plea. 'Cause I've learned all the stuff it takes to be a hero, and forgot all the stuff that makes you scream. So darling, ready and not get sad to meet the new me. Nicotine free. From now on I'll be low maintenance. You value my acquaintance, better believe I'm saying bye-bye to Roquefort and Brie. I'll pump iron till I'm as buff as Charlie Atlas. promise I'll act like a brat, as you'll see. So lover, you will admit I'm fit, you'll love the new me. Don't forget the times we had, okay, not perfect but not bad. When we danced we were the couple to watch. The Fred and Ginger of Tulane, we can't back go down the trail together, we can kick it up a notch. Finally free, gonna change from Hyde to Jekyll. I'll be as wholesome as a Frank will marry a drop of bourbon, whiskey and vodka, you'll see. I'll be such a sterling example to the grandkids, then they're gonna turn into nuns and priests. So princess, no longer will I be a maid.
Okay, I listen.
I'll love her, you're gonna see I will behave.
For more than 5 minutes?
Oh, princess, I'll only live to be your slave.
Good, take me to the airport.
The old me is ancient history. Now, darling, meet the new me.
Well, Carl does the work. Next, you'll try to sell me on unpacking and staying for a romantic dinner, right?
How could you consider leaving this new bum you haven't figured out so well? The dinner, it'll have to be milk and cookies after I get back from my first AA meeting.
No shit.
Not a bit. I would have put it in my song, except it's not that romantic.
Wanna bet?
Hey, Sarah, it's Eddie. Is Audrey with you? Now, she's usually home by this time. No, I called where she works, and wait, she's coming in now. Thanks, Sarah. Bye. Where the hell have you been?
I was out. It's what people do, Eddie. They go out and they come back in.
But it's 6:30. You're usually home by 5. Where were you?
Aw, well, I was buying you an anniversary present. Here.
Tickets to Sicily? Can we afford this?
You have never asked me that before. Of course we can afford it. It's our second honeymoon. Unless you'd rather return to Sherman Oaks.
No, thanks.
All right, one more anniversary present. Here,
Our investment portfolio, I haven't seen that in years.
30 years. 30 years of investing behind your back, not anymore.
Oh, you trust me now?
I got it. You were an adult Italian male that is definitely showing signs of maturing. This time, I'm gambling.
Hey, no problem. I'm a sure thing.
All right.
I can't believe it! We got fuck you money! We got fuck you money! Thanks to my cute honey!
I bought blue chip stocks every payday and I never touched them, and I never let you touch them either. But now I suppose you're ready. You better be. This money is for our old age. If we get old and poor, I'm gonna get real bitchy.
Well, you're not doing too bad now.
No, I could go easy on you, but then we wouldn't have sparks.
Oh, I like spots. I'm not crazy about third-degree burns, but I'll put up with it. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. You're too important to me. Damn it! How can this be? I took you for granted, but now I can see you are the sun on my flowers. Also the dirt.
You know how to heal me, you know how to hurt.
When you stub your toe, I fret it.
If you cough too much, I sweat it.
If you want the moon, I'll get it.
It's pathetic for crying out loud. You know which buttons to push, damn it, to get a rise. You know what'll whittle me right down to size. You're irreplaceable, you know it. What can I do? You're too important.
When you're late at all, I worry.
When I'm driving home, I hurry.
When you say I'm slow, I scurry.
This is out of control.
It's completely out of control.
You're too important to me,
Darling, it's sweet agony.
Darling,
You're too important.
to me.
Me too.
I saw Sarah in the lobby and Steve was parking the car, but no Mike and Liz. You think they're coming?
I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure. Last time I talked to Liz, she was just coming from a shrink, and it didn't seem like she wanted to renew anything.
Oh God, boy, are we lucky. Since you know every possible way I could screw up, we don't have to pay a shrink to tell you.
No problem, honey. I know just where I parked.
How can you be sure?
Well, this old brain has a new lease on life. I parked on C5, and if I can't remember that, it's a contest between me and my brain that's settled in a tie. See?
Brilliant. Where are Mike and Liz?
I'm not sure they're coming. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe this is them.
Hello? Who? Oh. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Never mind. It's all right. Bye.
Was that Liz?
No, that was the minister. He says I was so iffy, he got another gig.
What are we gonna do?
I'll work it out.
Look who's here.
Hi!
Sorry we're late. Heavy traffic.
Oh, so you got the old clunker up and running. Oh, we are so glad to see you. We were about to give up.
I was too, so I came with a different guy. Meet the new Mike.
My bride and I are delirious with excitement. Where's the minister?
He canceled us.
Oh no, but now I want to renew him.
Oh, don't worry, babe, nothing's getting canceled here. It's time for an executive decision. Hey, Italian linguist, what's the word I want here?
Andiamo! But what's a linguist?
Unimportant. You be in charge of the bridal bouquets and babe.
Got him.
Reverend iPhone, if you please.
Got him.
Let us pledge ye truths. Wilt thou, Eddie, Steve, and Michael take Audrey, Sarah, and Elizabeth to be thy wedded wives?
Gentlemen,
Would I do it again? Most important question of my life. Will I take this woman for my wife? I've been asked that once before, but this time I know the score.
so I'm sure I'll get it right. Do children laugh? Do songbirds sing? Do poets rhyme? Do church bells ring? I do, darling, I do.
Did Garbo want to be alone?
Do I need you? Did Dow need Jones?
I do, darling, I do.
Call it dumb luck that I found you.
Call me real smart that I stayed.
And built my whole world around you, and possessed you, and caressed you.
My love for you grows stronger, dear.
Despite the white hair in your ear, I do, darling, I do. Did Romeo love Juliet? Did Scarlett give a damn for rest? I do, I do, I do, darling, I do.
I was so brilliant to choose you, to have and to squeeze for my own.
If I did something to lose you, I would find you
And when winter comes and oak leaves fall, will you love me more than basketball?
Are you kidding? Screw the Lakers.
I do
Well,
love you, I do.
So here's the final bottom line. I'm always yours, you're always mine. We do, darling, we do. It will always be.
I do.
would we do it again?
I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may take just one more moment of your time, my name is Chris DiCarlo. I'm one of the co-artistic directors here at Playhouse, and also the seniors member here at Playhouse. I've been here since 1964, with the exception of 2 years I spent in Southeast Asia, and then I returned in 1969, and I've been here ever since. And I just say that as a context to, it has become our custom to extend our deepest gratitude to you, our audiences, or as we like to think of as our extended family. Over 5 million of you in the last 62 years. That's a big family. But why are we thanking you? Why are we extending you our gratitude? Well, you show up and you sit through the whole show and you endure whatever's there. You don't know what you're going to get. You read the reviews, you hear the word of mouth, but still, until you sit in that seat and spend the evening with us, you don't know what you're going to get. You may love it, you may hate it, you may be distraught by it, you may be insulted by it, but whatever it is, something has happened to you. And that is something very special. It took me 30 years after my Vietnam experience to come up with a thought, and that was, our humanity is our most precious resource. And it is an imperative. We do all we can in our lives to nurture and care for that humanity in any way we can. Well, when you sit in that seat, that's exactly what you're doing, because you're exposing yourself to things outside your comfort zone, outside your belief system, outside everything. And those thoughts penetrate, and you contemplate them, you have feelings about them, you think about them. And that process enables you to become a little more tolerant, a little more understanding, accepting, a little more human. And that's a special gift that you give not only yourselves, your friends and your family, and the artists up here, but to the world. And for that, personally and for the Playhouse, I wish to extend you our deepest thank you, thank you, thank you. This is our first production since the lockdown back in 2019, 2020, whenever that was. And it has had a deep impact on all of the theaters around the world. We're not an exception to that. And the only way we're going to get back to some kind of a normal is to overcome all the tsimmes and the spilkes we've had to endure. And the only way we can do that is with your help, your support, either by word of mouth, by putting something in our Save the Playhouse basket, by deeding us your house or your anything you can do to help us continue this experiment for another 62 years. Thank you, and please do what you can.